Hi, my name's Alexa Roman. The movie that I chose was My Sister's Keeper. This movie is about a daughter by the name of Anna Fitzgerald who was conceived through IVF after her parents learned that her older sister Kate had acute leukemia. Anna was created to basically be a genetic match for her sister, so anything that Kate needed, Anna would provide for her. All of Anna's life from the day she was born consisted of surgeries, poking of needles, pain. She was basically born to keep her sister alive. When Kate turned 15, the doctors diagnosed her with renal failure. Anna knew that she was going to have to be the one to give her a kidney, to give Kate a kidney. And Anna realized after thinking about it, she didn't want to do this. She wanted to be able to have her own fulfilling life and be able to play sports and do cheer. So she tried originally to tell her parents and to talk to her parents, um, telling them that she didn't want to do it. Her parents basically told her, no, you have to help your sister. So Anna met with an attorney by the name of Attorney Campbell Alexander to try and get a medical emancipation and the rights to her own body. Um, After seeing this, her mother was obviously very upset. So the duration of the movie is just telling the story of how her mother comes to terms with this, how her family is going through this illness, and Kate's decreasing level of health. The first theory that I'm going to talk about is the systems theory. According to Gamble, the systems theory is an approach to communication that stresses the interaction of all elements in a communication network. So the system that I'm analyzing is the family system. Family members, according to the systems theory, are interdependent. This means that what one family member does or says directly affects another family member. And also, the behavior of one family member can only be understood by those who are also in the family because they are an emotional unit. So, also within the systems theory, it explains that in the family system, members have certain roles. Maintaining these roles can either be good or bad. It can be good because it maintains balance, but it can be bad because if one person isn't fulfilling their role, then it can lead to dysfunction. Um, Within My Sister's Keeper, um, we see that Kate's cancer affects her entire family. It's put a toll on Anna, obviously, who is constantly undergoing medical procedures, but also her parents and her brother. Her mom is so obsessive about keeping Kate alive that she's willing to do anything, even if it means hurting other people. She's constantly stressed and sad and angry. Her dad is also being affected because he has a wife who doesn't pay attention to him at all, is irrational, and um, basically he explains that she's not the person that he married. Um, the decision of Anna to get a medical emancipation also affects her entire family. It puts her mom over the edge. Um, Actually, when Anna first told her mom slapped her. That was her first reaction, and she continued to treat her poorly throughout the rest of the movie. Because her mom's not being irrational, her dad had to pick up what her mom wasn't doing, pick up other mom roles, and had to sit down with Anna and do her homework. Um, Anna's mom was ignoring her, so her dad had to pick up um, Anna's mom's role, um, just basically to maintain the balance. Um, the attorney Campbell also couldn't believe what was going on in the family, couldn't believe that the parents had put Anna through all of these surgeries and all of this pain. But that was normal to Anna and the family. They'd been doing that for years, and Anna was born knowing that she was there to help her sister. The second theory is attribution theory. Attribution theory helps us understand why we respond as we do to persons and events. And this is also from Gamble. It's natural for humans to try and figure out why people do the things that they do. We always want to figure out what a person's motive is and define what their meaning is. In My Sister's Keeper, there's definitely many ways where the family is trying to understand why someone does what they do. The whole entire movie consists of Anna's mom trying to figure out why Anna would not want to help her sister anymore. In the attribution theory, we also hear about the fundamental attribution error. This is when a person makes a mistake of assuming that the motivation for another person's behavior is within the person and not taking into consideration their situation. Anna's mom definitely does this. Like I said, her first reaction to Anna was that she just was ungrateful. She didn't want to help her sister, and she was selfish. Instead of trying to put herself in Anna's shoes and understand that Anna also wanted to be viewed as a valuable human being and have a life, she instantly got upset and didn't try to talk to Anna about it. The first concept is the concept of self-disclosure. Self-disclosure involves willingly revealing private information about ourselves to another person. That's also from Gamble. Self-disclosure usually means giving information that someone wouldn't normally be able to figure out on their own. Where I see self-disclosure is within the conversations between Anna and her attorney. Anna went to the attorney to let her know all of the private and personal information about her family and everything that she's been through. She even gave him, proof of surgeries, hospital papers, and it wasn't until then, until the attorney realized how much she'd gone through, that he was willing to help her. He was able to understand her and understand what she was going through. Second concept is the self-concept. The self-concept is composed of everything we think and feel about ourselves. It is a perceived self, our self-identity, the image we form of ourselves. That's from Gamble as well. There are two components. There's self-esteem and self-image. Self-image is basically your mental image of how you see yourself, not only physically, but also how you view your own personality. Self-esteem is basically your self-evaluation. It's what you think about your self-worth. In My Sister's Keeper, I see an issue with self-concept, mostly in Kate, who is the daughter who has cancer. The entire movie, she's upset and in a deep depression because she is a teenager and she hates the way she looks. She's lost all her hair due to chemotherapy. One point in the movie, her depression becomes so bad that her mom actually shaves her own head to make her daughter feel better because Kate didn't want to go out in public being bald. Also, the hospital that Kate was held at had a prom for all of the patients. Kate refused to go at first because she didn't believe she would look pretty in a dress. She didn't have hair. They went dress shopping. She hated everything. It wasn't until they gave her a makeover, which consisted of doing her hair, buying her a wig and doing her hair, and doing her makeup and putting her in a dress, that she finally felt beautiful. So the third concept is concept of emotional intelligence. Gamble states that emotional intelligence helps us maintain emotional balance. It also helps us keep our relationships healthy. Basically, when we have emotional intelligence, we allow ourselves to keep pushing through no matter what the situation. We're not quick to react, and we're able to control ourselves so that we can regulate our moods. In My Sister's Keeper, I see people who lack emotional intelligence and also people who have emotional intelligence. Anna's mom definitely lacks emotional intelligence. She was not able to control her actions, control her impulses, and regulate her moods. Whatever she felt, she acted upon. As I said, Anna served her with the papers, and her first reaction was to slap Anna in the face. And every time that her husband wanted to take Kate out of the hospital, her mother became angry. When the doctors told her that there's nothing else they can do, her mother became angry. She cried throughout the movie, yelled throughout the movie, basically acted on everything she felt. Her dad, on the other hand, possesses emotional intelligence because he was able to sit down and try and understand everybody's point. When Anna tried to explain to him why she wanted medical emancipation, he was able to sit down with her and rationalize with her. When the doctors would tell them Kate's situation and Kate's mom freaked out, her dad was able to sit down, analyze everything, and go and try and figure out, different options. He was calm, whereas Anna's mom was not calm. So basically, this movie just really shows the systems theory, shows how each family's member and decisions and actions affects each one another. It also shows how each person has different personalities and attitudes that all contribute to the balance of the family. Like I said, when one person isn't fulfilling a role, someone else has to pick up the slack. So this was a really interesting movie to analyze with those two theories and the concepts.